Hello family, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. I am Vicki and you're with Grammy in the kitchen. Today we're just going to spend a day with Grammy while we get things done. We're going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're going to get caught up on some laundry, unpack from our small vacation while we went camping, and just do the things we do. Plus, we need to go make a trip to Walmart, and we'll show the grocery haul with that also. So, stick around. It's going to be a great day. Aprons on. Sorry, the lighting is really bad in here. But we just got back home yesterday from going camping with our kids. But as soon as I get home, there's a few things I like to do. One is to bring all the clothes in. That way I can separate the husband and my clothes. We can get the clean ones put away, wash the dirty ones. And one of the other things I like to do is with the main suitcase, I like to put my starter kit, it's a good word for it, the starter kit back into the suitcase. And that's with toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoos, soaps, stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. So for shorter trips, the husband and I just use this duffel bag as our luggage. He gets one side, I get one side. What doesn't fit, we don't take. This is my clean stack of clothes I need to put away. This over here, which you cannot see, is the husband's clean clothes. On the floor in this green bag is the dirty clothes and towels. And that's the thing with camping, is you have to take everything with you, including the kitchen sink. So all of our sunblock goes into the luggage. We're going to have a lot of clothes to wash today, but that's okay. And I need to fill our Q-tips up. Now, if you're one of those people, or if you know people who go to hotels and carry their own shampoo and conditioner, ask them to save you all the hotel free stuff. This makes great for vacationing. If you're going camping, you're staying at a friend's house and you don't want to use their products and you don't want to bring all of your products, save these. These are perfect. But I do have these bottles of shampoo and conditioner from the travel section of like Walmart or any of the big stores like that. And what I usually do is I'll just refill these with my own. That way I have my convenient packs. And this was a travel Q-tip container. And all I do is just fill it up with our own. And then I always buy the cheap toothbrushes, and I keep a pack of this in the suitcase at all times, so I don't have to worry about packing our toothbrushes. And if we leave them there, it's no big deal. They were very cheap. Can't remember how much it was for a 6-pack, but it's better than buying a really good toothbrush at home. Worry about packing it up and make sure you're bringing it back home. This is great and convenient for travel. And also, when you visit the dentist, they usually give you a small tube of toothpaste. Make sure you save those. This was actually bought at Walmart in the travel section. But those little tubes of toothpaste the dentist gives you is great for traveling also. And we like to collect those and just keep them in our suitcase. Ziploc bags are your friend when you're traveling. So I have the toothbrushes, all of my soaps, shampoo and conditioner and deodorant, Q-tips, toothpaste. Our travel duffel bag, and then everything will just go in here. So that the next time we need to grab some clothes, head on out to go to North Carolina to visit the kids, I'm already halfway packed. Got all of my toiletries in here, so all I have to really do is focus on getting the clothes and anything else that we will need for the length of time that we're staying, and we're pretty much packed. And this stuff will stay in here. For the next trip. If you saw the last Azure Haul, my flour is still sitting on the floor right down here. I need to go ahead and put that away. The dishes done before we left Saturday morning, I need to get those washed, and they're clean. I need to go ahead and put those away, and I need to figure out what we're going to have for dinner in addition to all the dirty clothes. But we had a good time. I got to see Joey. I didn't do a lot of filming on this camping trip, not as much as I was hoping, and we had to cut our trip short by 2 days. But that's okay. It's okay. I did get to spend 3 glorious days with my grandson Joey and my son CJ. Had a great time. And with Amanda and Jesse, we had a wonderful time together with the husband and myself. It was a great mini camping trip vacation. I absolutely loved it. I want to go ahead and get started on some laundry because it's going to take me all day to do that while I'm thinking about dinner. But at least I know all the dirty clothes are unpacked, ready for me to wash, dry, and put away. The clean clothes are folded in stacks according to the husband and myself, ready to put away, and then we're going to get started on dinner. It's supposed to rain today, but I'm hoping I can get my carrots in the buckets today. Alright, so this is a 50-pound bag of flour. I'm going to go ahead and fill up both of my kitchen containers. Alright, so both of those are filled. Now we got to fill up our 5-gallon bucket. If I was strong enough, I would just pick up the bag, but 1, I don't think I can pick it up, and 2, it might be more than what can fit in this bucket, and I don't want to have an overflow of spillage because I don't think I can control the pour rate. So I'm just doing it 1 coffee mug at a time. Reuse the Mylar bags for my leftover flour, not for long-term storage, but just for storage purposes. So I know when I buy a 50-pound bag of my flour and I fill my kitchen containers and I fill my 5-gallon bucket, there's always leftovers. So I just put them in Mylar bags, roughly about 5 pounds each, and I just seal them with the zipper, and then I will heat press the top edge as close to the edge as possible, so when I open it from the sealed edge, I still have a little bit of lip left on it, and I'll just reuse those. If I ever get down to the point where I'm too close to the zipper, no problem, I'll just continue to use this until it is completely unusable. Do you understand? So this is what I have left. If I had to guess, I'm thinking maybe 15, 20 pounds. So I'm not going to need all of the Ziploc bags, but I don't throw them away either. Alright, like this one has a very small lip after the Ziploc, so we'll just continue using it. I don't worry about putting oxygen absorbers in here because, like I said, it's not for long-term storage. It's just storage until I need it. I try to keep at least 10 to 20 of these bags ready when I'm unable to get flour or I can't afford it that month. At least I know I have a backup stash of flour in addition to my kitchen staples and my 5-gallon bucket. The reason I'm going to keep these closed is because I don't trust the Ziploc bag or the zipper on this bag to actually hold it closed. Last thing I want to do is have flour all over my pantry. Okay, they are sealed. All right, let me just do the rest of these so I can get them in the pantry. All right, that one is sealed. So I have to hit the seal button between 3 to 5 times. That way it heats up that element and it will actually make it seal. And when it blinks, it's not quite ready. We're just going to keep pushing it until it stops blinking. And then we're just holding the heating elements together really tight. Let it pause for a few seconds. And we just keep going. This machine is not made for Mylar bags, but that's what we're using. And I lost count while I was talking to you. We'll do it one more time after this, just on the safe side. And it is sealed. Perfect. So this is the bin I keep my backup flour in. And I have 4 bags in here. And we're adding 3 more. I did change the date on my the Mahler bags to represent today's date. I'm going to put all my empty Mahler bags in here. So we have our 2 kitchen staple containers filled with flour. We have our 5-gallon bucket filled with flour. And in this bin right here, I have over 30 pounds of flour as my backup. This is not my kitchen staple. This is not what I use on a regular basis. I'm just collecting the leftover flour from the 50-pound bag that doesn't fit in the 5-gallon bucket, that doesn't fit in my kitchen staple containers, and I'll put them in Mylar bags, seal them, and put them in here. For the times that I'm unable to get flour due to supply and demand or finances, I have backup flour. So I went ahead and took 4 of the half waffles we had in the freezer that we made ourselves. I broke them so they were in 1/4. I'm going to put these in the oven. This is at 350 degrees until they're warm, soft, and pliable. I'm thinking maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm making a blueberry compost with just 8 ounces of blueberries, about 1/4 cup of sugar, and just 2 tablespoons of water until we can get the blueberries soft and we can smash them. And let the syrup reduce so it can thicken up, and then we're going to add a cornstarch slurry. So we got them smushed up. This is a 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch with just enough water to get it dissolved. We're going to add that in here. And now we have a syrup. So the blueberries are ready. Now we're just waiting on the waffles. We'll add about 1/4 cup of maple syrup. The waffles have warmed up and toasted beautiful. So they're nice and warm. They're not frozen anymore. Husband doesn't want blueberries on his, so we're going to go ahead and take him his. And we're going to put some blueberry compost on ours. Oh, looks so good. And it's still warm. Just a perfect sweetness with that little bit of sugar and some of that maple syrup. And it's thick because we put that cornstarch slurry in there. Family, this is good. And we've got some blueberry compost for when we make French toast, more waffles, or even pancakes. Or we can actually use this as a jelly or preserve on some delicious biscuits. I'm gonna finish my breakfast, and I finally figured out what I'm gonna do with our Parmesan cheese. We have 20 of these wedges. I'm gonna go ahead and grate up at least 5 of those, put them in Ziploc bags, stick them in the freezer so I can have some grated Parmesan cheese at the ready. And then we're gonna save the rest as the wedges for when we need wedges so we can slice or shred or whatever we need to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and grate 5 of these. So I have the very small grater in the chute. Went ahead and cut each one into 4 pieces. Now we're going to go ahead and grate all this cheese. So that was 5 wedges of our Parmesan cheese. So it's approximately 2.5 pounds. We're going to put them in sandwich Ziploc bags, about 4 ounces each. I figured 4 ounces is what I would use in a recipe. So that's what we're going to do. Look at that, first time, 4 ounces. I'm very proud of this. Not quite so lucky the second time, but that is okay. So we ended up with 9 Ziploc bags of 4 ounces of Parmesan cheese. When we need grated Parmesan cheese, we have our wedges in this box. Now I'm going to go ahead and put both of these in the deep freezer till we need them. So we're going to turn our potato buckets into carrot buckets. I want to go ahead and get my fall plants in the ground. So I want to do carrots and cilantro. So I think I'm going to turn one of my buckets into cilantro, and the rest of it we're going to turn into carrots. I have 7 buckets that have dirt in them. We're going to turn them over and refertilize those. Put our carrot seeds in there, and we're going to over sow our carrot seeds so that when multiple shoots come up, we can pluck out so that they have room to grow. I don't want to just put in 6 carrot seeds and only 2 will germinate. So we're going to over sow these and then just pull what we need out to give them room. So let's go ahead and get started on that. I might end up with just 6 because I've been borrowing dirt to fill other buckets, but that's okay. We got this. If we need to go buy some more dirt, we will. So these 6 right here are going to be carrots. And that one that's about 2/3 full of dirt is going to be cilantro. So this is the cilantro we're going to be using. Tammy was gracious enough to give us some, so we're going to use this. And I am going to overseed the cilantro also. This is her seed save from her garden. So I'm going to put a good handful of cilantro in there. Maybe a tad bit more. The cilantro is done. And this is the carrots we're going to be planting. I got these at Tractor Supply back in the spring. And it says a 1/2 inch depth, thin 3 inches. I can get 12 per 12 inch container. Harvest is 65 to 70 days. But like I said, we are going to over sow these. And we're going to come out here every morning to water those, because once the seed goes dry, the germination will stop. And it's not like you can just water them and get them going again. They have to constantly stay moist in order for them to germinate. Once little shoots come up, then we're in the safe zone of them being germinated. So every morning we're going to come out here and water these seeds to get them started. Right now I'm getting ready to fix lunch for the husband and myself. I'm just going to take one of our home canned chicken, make a chicken salad. We are going to toast some bread also, because the husband requested toasted bread, and I like toast with my sandwiches. And we're going to open up a can of baked beans. I am going to strain the broth from this chicken. Now while the baked beans are warming up in the microwave, let's go ahead and make our chicken salad. We use Miracle Whip, but you can use mayonnaise if you like. You can use mustard, whatever your family likes. It's all good. Alright, that is all we're doing to the chicken salad. Because I don't own a toaster, and that's okay, we don't need a toaster. I'm just using a cast iron skillet on the stovetop. You can also put it on a baking sheet and stick them in the oven, but I'm just using the cast iron. No butter, no oil, nothing in the pan. Just going to put a couple slices of bread in there and toast it on both sides. But just use what you got. Now while I'm toasting the bread, I'm going to go ahead and slice a couple tomatoes and this jalapeno I have in the refrigerator. So our bread has been toasted. Very quick, easy lunch from things we had in the house. Taking this to the husband. The tomatoes were homegrown. I picked those yesterday, right after we came back home. The jalapeno pepper is a store-bought that we bought a while back that needs to be eaten. So we know the baked beans are good. They're just heated up. And our sandwich. Perfect. I'm about halfway through getting all the clothes done from vacation. So let me continue with that. And the next time I see you, it's going to be dinner time. So we went to Walmart. We bought no real groceries per se. And we still spent $195.20. That to me is insane. So, I'm going to show you what we got. We have 2 dozen of eggs. The husband likes to take boiled eggs to work, and he goes back to work on Monday, so we want to make sure we had eggs for him, plus of anything that we want to make. I didn't have any parchment paper, and you know we use this for our pizzas, so I went ahead and picked up 2 tubes of parchment paper. This is a splurge. But we got 2 bags of tortilla chips. This is the cheese that the husband likes. It's a jalapeno cheese. Plus I just got a regular cheddar cheese. And some salsa. I like mixing these 2 together for my tortilla chips. We picked up 4 loaves of the husband's favorite bread. We got 2 cases of 12 count of the cat food for Morty. We picked up 11 of the energy grape. That's what the husband likes to drink in his water. And we picked up 7 of the strawberry kiwi water packets because that's what I like in my water. We have an 18 count of toilet paper and a 12 count of paper towels. And then we picked up 3 cases of the 40 count of the Great Value waters. But that's everything we got, and we spent $195. That is insane. Alright, so let me go ahead and start putting this away. And now it's time to cook dinner. So I went ahead and got the last bit of our homegrown potatoes and a pack of fajita style chicken that we made together. And we stuck these in the freezer. Let's go ahead and get everything ready to prepare. Alright, we have about a little bit over 1.5 pounds of the potatoes. Alright, so the big ones I'm just going to cut in half. The little ones I'm just going to leave teeny tiny because I do have some small ones in here. Oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Pepper. And salt. Now we're going to put this in the oven, 350 degrees for 1 hour. So I'm just going to heat the green beans in a pot with a little bit of salt. And some pepper. Just about a teaspoon of butter. That's all we're going to do special to the green beans. And we have about 20 minutes left on the chicken. And then dinner will be ready. Alright, it's been 1 hour. But we are going to take the temperature of the chicken to make sure it is done. It's about a good big piece here. And it is not done. Let's check on the potatoes. Nope, they're still hard. So we're going to do it for another 30 minutes, but this time with the aluminum foil off. So back in the oven for another 30 minutes. So it did take an hour and a half on the chicken, but it's done. Let's taste the chicken. Seasoned perfect. I can still taste a little bit of that lime juice in there. And our potatoes cooked perfect. And our home canned green beans. Delicious. Just want to say thank you for hanging out with me today while we just cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Got some laundry done, unpacked the suitcases, and got them repacked up for another trip in the future. If you don't mind, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. While you're at it, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you part of the Grammy family. Until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye, family. Hello, family. Welcome back. You're with Grammy in the kitchen. So we're camping. I haven't brought you until today. This is actually our second full day here. But let me get you started. We're actually cooking breakfast today. I've got some peppers and onions with some potatoes on the stove. And we're going to make some sausage gravy. And we're going to scramble some eggs. Are y'all ready? Let's do this. So in this pan I have a little bit of avocado oil with some onions and peppers and some potatoes. I'm just going to cut them into quarters. And if you hear my family in the background, that's okay. We're doing a family camping trip. So we're going to add some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and some paprika. So we have a pack of, this is 1 pound of country sausage, and it's hot. That's what we're going to use for our sausage gravy. And remember, we already made our gravy mix at home before we came. We're going to actually use that instant gravy mix we made together.
I know CJ fed him, what was it, like 2 hours ago, Mommy?
Probably not that long. Whenever he came and got him. So we have baby Joey with us today. We have my son CJ, baby Joey, my daughter Amanda, and her husband Jesse, along with myself and the husband.
Oh, yeah.
So on the burner that's closest to you, We have the sausage cooking on this burner, and over here we have our potatoes. So if you have little ones, I would say about a year and a half or younger, and you're trying to go camping, but you're like, how do you contain a baby? My grandson is 9 months old. We found the perfect solution. If you have one of these big inflatable pools, it is perfect. He can roam around, he can be contained, and we don't have to worry about him. It's perfect. Joey, say hi to the family. Say hi to the family. Yes. This is my grandson. This is baby Joey. Hi. Thank you, Joey. All right, so we're going to add about a tablespoon of butter to the sausage. And that is our homemade gravy mix that we made at home. It's an instant gravy. We're going to put that in the sausage now. That is our milk that we brought from home. We have about 3 cups of milk. We have the burner under the sausage gravy to a medium low. We have the burner under the potatoes as a medium. So you can get your focus, So we're adding some brown on our potatoes. That's when we know they're going to be perfect. Just going to add just a little bit of water to thin it out just a bit. So the gravy is done. Oh, you can just stay there. Just how's that? You know, yeah. It's definitely still possible. So we have 9 eggs, a little bit of salt and pepper, and we're just going to scramble that. In this pan, I have about a tablespoon of butter. Secret to the perfect scrambled egg is to get the pan hot. So we're letting the pan and that butter to warm up before we add our scrambled eggs in it. And then we're just going to slowly move the eggs so that the raw eggs go out to the edge. The potatoes are done. We're going to go ahead and turn those off and just leave it right here on the stove while we're waiting on the eggs. Now, but eggs are one of the food items that will continue to cook once you turn the burner off. So we went ahead and turned it off. They're still a little bit loose, but they are good because they will continue cooking while we gather all the family and we sit around the table and eat our breakfast. Okay, everybody, breakfast is ready.